Leer communities are surviving on tree leaves and wild fruits due to hunger after UN and the national government declared hunger in some parts of the country in February. Our reporter Gale Julius Dada recently visited one of the famine-affected area of Tenyor-Payam in Leer County and gives us the details.
In a bright sunny day in Tenyor-Payam, Leer County in the former Unity State, where about 200 people, mostly women, have turned up to receive seeds and farm tools from the International Committee of the Red Cross. These women look exhausted from walking long distances, trying to get food support. In the abandoned market of Tenyor, Mary Nyarach, a mother of 5, has been waiting for nearly 3 hours at the seed distribution center. Nyarach is among thousands of people facing starvation in the Unity region, where famine was jointly declared in February by the government and the United Nations. Nyarach and her 3 young children sought safety in swamps in December last year after armed men attacked her village of Dindin. She spent 4 months in the swamps under harsh conditions. Nyarach and her children resorted to eating tree leaves and papyrus roots after they ran out of food. In March, Nyarach took a risk to venture out of the swamps in search of food. Today, she is one of many people that came out to receive food items from the ICRC. The mother of 5 says she intends to plant fast-growing crops such as okra, kodra, and pumpkins to allow her to take a break from eating tree leaves, water lilies, and wild fruits.
Life is not easy. When they come, we run into the swamps. In the swamp there, we don't have things to eat. We depend on the roots of the papyrus. Sometimes we look into the papyrus, get out the roots and eat. So any leaf that is edible, we survive on it.
Nyarach says she will only return to her village once there is peace and stability in the area to enable her cultivate.
This year, if there is calmness and stability, we can go back in our villages, then we start cultivating. This relief that is coming in our area, how long will it continue coming? We need peace and stability so that we can go back and start over again.
Nyarach's story is not unique here. Many women in these famine-affected areas have similar stories of hunger and suffering. Nyangeng Nguyen, a 45-year-old woman, echoes Nyarach's testimony of eating leaves and wild fruits to sustain her life. Nguyen says life has become worse since renewed fighting erupted in Juba and spread across the country in July.
It is 3 years now that I have been undergoing this circumstance of hunger. When we have lost our livestock and we could not be able to farm anymore, things become difficult for us to live because we are always displaced from our homes. As a women, we have witnessed and undergoing a difficult times. We run to the swamps and there we don't have shelter and no food. So we have lost our children, cattle and goats.
28-year-old Nyachwang Khalifa, who lost her husband during fighting last year, says her family lost every possession to gunmen who often raid villages of livestock and sometimes food.
Before the conflict, we had surplus to eat, to sell, and we also have so many livestock to earn living. But our cows were all raided in 2014. I don't have anything to survive on. This is a situation that we did not expect it. We are not able to farm due to the conflict because our husband who used to dig the dike to prevent the floods have been killed or are fighting. No one can protect us from the floods now.
More than 3 years of conflict, displacement, and hunger has forced many communities in South Sudan to resort to eating tree leaves. roots and wild fruits to survive hunger. According to UN estimates, the conflict has displaced 1.5 million people into neighboring countries, and another 7.5 others across the country are in need of humanitarian assistance and protection. Experts and humanitarian organizations warned last month that insecurity, attacks on aid workers, and relief convoys could increase famine in the country. They say the solution to the current suffering is ending violence and restoring stability to enable communities to rebuild their sources of livelihoods. For Bakita Radio News, I'm Gale Julius Dada.